My girlfriend woke me up, screaming, "Why is it so big?" After a couple moments, I realized what was going on. My right testicle was the size of an orange. I immediately expected the worst. I had been with my girlfriend for over a year now, and I was always extremely faithful, so I was pretty sure I didn't catch an STD. Testicular cancer, that was the first thing on my mind. I freaked out, I panicked, I cried. I didn't know what to do. I rushed to the emergency room, still in my sleeping sweatpants. Once I got there, they made me fill out a bunch of forms, while my mind was rushing at 1,000 miles an hour. Finally, the doctor was ready to see me. I frantically explained to him what happened, how I woke up, and he told me to calm down. Calm down? My testicle is the size of a friggin' tennis ball. He said there were no certainties until we had made a scan of the area, but he did look concerned. Again, I had to play the awful waiting game. I took the scan and waited. After another 30 minutes, the results came in. I was sweating. "You don't have cancer, so please stop worrying about that." Thank the friggin' Lord. Obviously relieved, my anxiety was now replaced with confusion. So, what do I have? He explained to me that I had a hydrocele, a fluid-filled sac, right next to my testicle. He explained it to me by showing me this little graphic. "Is it harmful?" I asked. "Not really," he said, "but it can get very annoying, and sometimes even painful. I'd wait a few days to see if it reduces in size. If not, you may want to consider a few options." I asked what my options were, and guess what? It didn't sound too good. "We can pierce your skin with a needle and drain the hydrocele, but that doesn't guarantee it will actually go away completely. Actually, most people who do this procedure have it come back within 6 months' time." "Oh," I said. "So what else can you do? Is there any medication I can take for this?" "Not really. It's not a disease, or an infection, or even a virus," my doctor explained. So I asked him what the other option was, which sounded even worse. "You could undergo surgery. That way we make an incision and remove the hydrocele completely." This didn't sound too good. 24 hours prior to this, I was a fully healthy human being. Now I have to undergo a full-blown surgery? I sighed. How much does a procedure like that cost? What are the consequences? And you can already guess it, I really didn't like his answer. It can range anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 depending on your coverage. I was stunned. "Oh," he added, "you probably also will have to lay on your back for a week or so, since walking will be extremely difficult and painful." It became clear that this was not going to work for me. I let him know that I would weigh out my options and let him know what my course of action would be within the next few days. I'm someone who doesn't really have a lot of faith in doctors, and not because they don't know what they're doing, because obviously they do and they went to school for this stuff, but simply because I've often been able to heal my own body with natural methods as opposed to taking the doctor's suggested route. So when I got home, I started researching natural cures for hydrocele like a maniac. My hydrocele wasn't necessarily painful, just very inconvenient. And guess what? After testing some of these methods that I researched on various health forums, and especially by consulting various natural health practitioners, I was able to reduce the size of my hydrocele by nearly 95%. That's right. I'm not gonna lie, it required quite some work. But I figured, if I can do this from home, with some extra effort, I won't have to go for a painful needle absorption procedure or an extremely expensive and painful surgery. I'll take my chances. And that's why I'm so proud of this blueprint that I've put together, because it really worked well for me. It took me about 2 months to get to the point where I still am today. A point where I don't experience any pain or inconvenience whatsoever. And maybe one day, it'll be gone forever. In most cases, it actually disappears on its own. So why not accelerate that process by reducing your hydrocele in size? I'm so grateful to have my life back, to not have to think about this thing 24/7, because that's really what it does to you. It's on your mind all the time. When you're walking, when you sit down, when you take a shower. I mean, all the friggin' time. So at one point, when a friend mentioned he had the exact same condition, I shared with him what I did to reduce my hydrocele in size so drastically. I put it all on paper and figured there's so many people out there that can benefit from this information. So why don't I offer this information on the internet? It can literally change lives. And that's exactly why you're here, on this very website. Because somehow, some way, you stumble upon this page. And if you made it to this part of my presentation, I'm going to guess that you or someone you know has a hydrocele. Don't wait any longer. Take your life into your own hands. I'm offering you this exact same blueprint that I used myself to reduce my hydrocele to near invisibility. I'm charging a very low fee so I can cover the cost of running this website for you. And no, it's not anywhere near $1,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 like a surgery would cost you. So scroll down to this page and access my hydrocele system and ebook below. You'll be glad you did. Look for this button and you'll be on your way in no time.